Hello, and welcome to the Persuasive Writing Fight. Just wait.
Oh yeah.
Today, I have my co-host, Reese, to help me with this presentation. He's our Raph. Okay, what do you say, Raph? Let's get ready to rumble.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Keep it nice and clean.
Keep it nice and clean.
Okay.
Round one.
Oh, round one. So when we are doing our argumentative writing, go sit down. When we are doing our persuasive writing, I'm going to break this into 8 rounds, just like a boxing match, to go along with the fighter. So this is really distracting, isn't it? So we are going to finish the persuasive writing, the Lance Armstrong letter, before we move on to the fighter. Okay? So round one is your introduction. You're going to state your position. So right off the get-go, in that first paragraph, you need to be really clear about what your position is. Should Lance Armstrong have been stripped of his Tour de France titles, or should they be given back? Now you're using the evidence that you have gathered, and you need to form a really clear 100% opinion on this. So this sets up the tone and purpose for your argument.
Round two.
Round two is the body paragraphs. So we're going to set this up just like a 5-paragraph essay. Introduction, body paragraphs, conclusion, done. So in your body paragraphs, what we are really worried about is the number of details, and that you are researching and combining that with what you know. You're allowed in 20-2, 30-2 to say, I feel that it is important that we look at what other athletes were doing at the time, okay? So you need to bring some of your own thoughts and ideas into the assignment. The more you reference, the greater your art of persuasion, okay? So as much detail as you can give. Right announcer, round 3.
Round three.
Yeah, you take those. Okay, round 3 is tone and audience. So in each of these body paragraphs, you want to be really clear about your tone, which is formal. You're writing to the head of the racing committee. No, stop. Illegal. You're writing to the head of the racing committee. So it's super important that you maintain a formal tone, and your audience, of course, is either the racing committee or me. So you want to be really aware, which means no slang, no like negative references to things, really clean, really formal writing, okay? So just think about your word choices. And as I go through your rough copies, I can help you out with that as well. I'm happy to do that. Okay, round 4.
Round four.
Okay, in your last body paragraph, it's important that you are gracious, okay? As anyone arguing a point, you want to be able to acknowledge the other side. So the suggestion is that you should write a single sentence acknowledging the counter argument, But then you want to get your audience convinced that you have the right answer, okay? So you want to come back, so say, I acknowledge that many people feel that Lance Armstrong should be stripped. Stop it, I'm not kidding. Get that away from your mouth. Should be stripped of his titles. However, based on the evidence I've presented, you can see why it's important for the athletics community that he get his titles back. Okay? Seems a little glitchy on this webcam right now. Okay, let's try this again. Round 5.
Round 5.
Do not rant. Do not rant. No tricks and no crying in baseball. Wrong sport, but same rules. Do not rant. Do not go on and on and on. We are trying to promote an educated argument. So belief, evidence, conclusion, stay strong. Do not go to the level of, and then this, and then this, and then this. That is not conducive to a good argument. Okay, round 6.
Round 6.
Sum it up. So in that conclusion paragraph, sum it up and knock them out. You want to convince your audience your position is the right one. Leave it with a punch, maybe a really meaningful question, a meaningful quote, or a piece of evidence that you've picked up somewhere in your research. Okay. Round 7.
Round 7.
End respectfully. You want to use appropriate language, and you want to use an ending that makes someone want to respond to you. So thank you for your time. Sincerely, Jed Curtis. Sincerely, Austin Fink. Okay? You do not want to just abruptly end. You need to have some sort of way of doing this. So some examples that I wrote: thank you for your time and consideration. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to voice my thoughts on this issue. I hope you take them into consideration before you make your final decision. Okay? So just something nice. And round 8, last one.
Round 8.
Edit. And I will help you with this. But when you're sending something that's formal, you want to make sure that you are capitalizing those proper nouns, capitalizing your I's, editing for punctuation, editing for grammar. Take that whole letter, copy it into Grammarly, and see what it comes up with. Take my feedback, take everything you can to edit, because this is a process that's very important for you as English language learners, but also for you just as human beings to be able to edit your own work, okay? So with that, I leave you. Please share with me your rough copies of your letter so I can hop in there and help you out. I hope you're having a great day, and we shall talk soon, okay?
Oh.
Say,
Bye.
fight over.
Fight over, man.